Oh, the Federal Reserve is now on Instagram and Threads. What the fuck?
Sick.
Oh, man.
That's an immediate follow.
Drop a follow. Here we go. Papa Chalky. All right, here we go. In this episode of the Funny Business Podcast, imagine being exempt from the military because you won gold in esports.
And on the flip side, we discuss some intense would you rathers. We also tell you what the best and worst types of ASMR videos are. Mike, hit the music.
The Funny Business Podcast test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets more difficult as it continues. The 20-meter pacer test will begin in 30 seconds. Line up at the start. The running speed starts slowly, but gets faster each minute after you hear this signal. A single lap should be completed each time you hear this sound. Remember to run in a straight line and run as long as possible. The second time you fail to complete a lap before the sound, your test is over. The test will begin on the word start. On your mark, get ready, start. Did you ever have to do the fitness gram pacer test?
I believe I passed.
You passed?
Yeah, I think I
Wait,
did.
you got all the levels.
Yes, I believe.
You realize that it's based on levels and not a full test that you pass.
Well, I passed the level we had to get in the gym class. I don't know which level that was. That's what I meant. I don't think no one's ever going to complete.
No.
Hopefully doesn't ever complete the pacer test. But I think you probably had to get to what level I hit. Either way, crushed it.
Yeah. I think for the instance of the pacer test, we actually ran it during soccer practice. And we were able to, I forget what level I was able to do, but one of the coaches was like, you have to be like an Olympic athlete in order for you to actually have like the best of them all.
Yeah, it's insane.
So, but welcome everybody to the Funny Business Podcast. Hopefully everybody's doing well and staying safe. I am Mike Gambita alongside my best friend, my roommate for life, Mr. Matt Summers. We're a podcast that we talk about today's topics, trendy topics, and throw in a couple original segments as well. So, Matt, how are you? How are things?
I'm vibing. Life's pretty good recently. Can't complain. Good friends this past weekend. I did go golfing this past weekend. Started off really bad. We ended up pretty good. And yeah, I really can't complain. How are you?
I'm great. We actually had better friends over this past weekend. And I'm kidding. We're not going to start that. I'll talk a little bit more about that later. But Jen and I actually went to the driving range on a Sunday. Probably the best I've been at a driving range since my time of having the golf clubs. I sent Matt my missile of a ball that I launched with one of the videos that was recorded of me, but it's good. It's we're vibing. We're getting into the fall season. Matt, I switched over my creamer to caramel to hazelnut.
Okay. I just bought gingerbread cookie dough, I believe. Yeah, it's a new International Delight. Which, by the way, let me vent about this real quick. So, International Delight used to do like frosted sugar cookie, peppermint mocha. They used to be like elf themed. Go on. It's all the Grinch. Why did you have to change? Elf was great. The green bottle with the elf logo was the frosted sugar cookie. It's a great creamer. I don't know if I can buy it now. I'm going to be honest. I don't know.
Have you moved into any of the pumpkin spice or apple cider flavors?
Hate pumpkin spice. Apple cider flavors, no. The one I did, I think I used to drink this on a podcast, the hot apple cider.
Yes.
I cannot make that at home anymore.
Why?
Because it has cinnamon in it, and April's allergic to the cinnamon. So not only is it airborne smell, but it's also then in the Keurig. So when she goes to brew her coffee, cinnamon could still kind of get in her coffee.
Matt, I exactly know what to get you for Christmas.
What?
Your own Keurig to make that.
Well, it still smells like cinnamon in the
Okay, fine. Put it in a bubble. I don't know.
I'm just gonna switch to cold apple cider.
Okay, cold apple cider works.
I love
That
cold
works.
apple cider. Slaps.
I have yet
With a
to
little-
hop into the apple cider myself, but oh, you were gonna say put a little
A splash of caramel vodka in there.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Nice
We're
and
getting
toasty.
into that time of the year, everybody. So yeah, it's change of season, but we're hoping that that change of season will also come with some change in perspectives and perception of things. Wow, I was trying to find a good segue. I think I nailed that.
I'm lost
so
where you're going.
That's okay. So we're gonna keep it pretty OG with today's show. We are starting off with an article that was found on the Associated Press. We're gonna go all the way to South Korea. I think we've visited South Korea a few times in a few articles. What will make sense is part of the discussion is, and I know this sounds very awful for our audience, but I'm going to say it anyway. Part of the discussion is this really a legitimate cause? And the article that we're reading for today, again from the Associated Press, is that South Korean League of Legends teams wins gold at Asian Games, which causes them to secure a military exemption. So let me dive deep into this. So the League of Legends won gold at the Asian Games, obviously held in China. The victory also secured an exemption from military service for the players, which is a significant development in South Korea. So what South Korea is allowing or exempting is that athletes, classical musicians, dancers, and others can be exempted from military service if they achieve top prizes in certain competitions. The inclusion of online gamers in this exemption has been a topic of debate in South Korea. Now, what's been funny is I sent this over to Matt the other night and I said, hey, we're covering this. Matt actually saw this article before we even discussed it. So I bet you have a lot of feedback.
Yeah, I didn't actually see this exact article. I was actually listening to a podcast, and they were talking about how the golfers also had to compete in the Asian Games, and the winner also got exempt from military service. It's bizarre. I don't know. Where do you want to start first?
Let's just start. Let's start simply, and this is kind of the discussion. So, not just speaking on behalf of gamers, but speaking on behalf of classical musicians, dancers, and others. I guess others we have to leave out because we're not sure what the others are, but classical musicians and dancers. So they're only exempt if they achieve top prizes in certain competitions. I don't know about you, Matt, but I don't know any classical musicians that have an Olympics.
Yeah, well, they have to win like the Asian version of a Grammy or a Grammy.
Potentially.
Yeah, it's a bit bizarre.
Another hot topic that's been going on with the League of Legends team. So first of all, they actually went undefeated in the tournament. So impressive. That's impressive of within itself. I've never played League of Legends before, but let me tell you, our good friend Alec Rodway, who's over on Twitch, he plays a lot of League, and I don't understand it, but hey, it's fun to watch.
It looks cool to watch a clip, but I have no idea what's going on. Zero idea.
We might have to get him on the show to explain it. But so the star player, so his nickname is Faker, but it's Lee Sang-hyuk, was unable to play in the final due to illness, but will still receive the military service exemption.
Oh, whoa. Hold on. Now that's unfair.
How so?
Didn't participate.
He's still part of the team. It's just like all the NBA Finals champions. They all receive rings, even though some of them don't even play.
Well, that's true, but I feel like this is a little different when you're talking about getting a championship ring to defending your country in battle.
Yeah.
That's a bit different.
Technically, you're defending your country in battle if you're playing League of Legends. You're technically defending your tribe, or whatever they're called.
Yeah, I guess, but also, like, I don't know. I feel like if you need a gold medal in, like, a prestigious tournament, is the Asian Games really that prestigious? I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe it is. But maybe they should add, like, League of Legends to the Olympics. Could you imagine if one day League of Legends is in the Olympics?
I wouldn't be surprised, because one of the snippets that was included in the Associated Press was that the global games market and Matt, we're obviously gamers. We very well know that the sport of gaming is coming. They have projected about 3.38 billion players. And with the annual revenue in 2023, $187.7 billion.
Yeah, no, as professional gamers as we are, I think we should both say that gaming should be in the Olympics. It would make sense. I think a lot of this has a big following and all that. The next question is, just because you are a prestigious athlete, dancer, singer, does that mean you shouldn't have to serve in the military?
I think it's optional.
Tell that to Ted Williams. I mean, the man literally left the middle of his Hall of Fame career in the 40s, I think. Went to World War II, came back, and had another Hall of Fame career.
Mm-hmm. I actually just finished up watching the Elvis movie with Austin Butler this past weekend. And obviously, for those who don't know Elvis's career, Elvis actually did go to the military.
Yep. More famous than Jesus, also.
More famous than Jesus. Yes. What a time. Yeah. So he went in the military.
Lost his train of thought.
Yep, lost train of thought.
Oh, man. Now, I have a question. Is this the only video game that they played? Or, like, does the Fortnite champion get exemption? Does the Call of Duty player get exemption? Like, where do they cross the line of gaming championships?
So it might actually I might be able to answer half your question because the competition itself featured 5 PC games and 2 mobile games.
Oh.
So there might have been an opportunity for them to play Rocket League or Fortnite, or depending on what that is. And then 2 mobile games, but I don't know, man. I don't know about you, but mobile games are kind of a joke, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, what is it, like Bike Race and like Flappy Bird?
Candy Crush 2.
Candy Crush 2. Revenge of the Candy.
Revenge of the Candy.
As this is wild, could you imagine like winning a video game tournament and be like, nice, I don't have to go into the military.
I don't have to serve.
That's crazy. Also, how do you think the guys in second place feel?
Well, I'm not sure if that applies to them, as do they need to serve in the military?
Oh, is it? That's true. If you get a silver medal, does that count?
Well, this is specifically talking about South Korea's League of Legends teams. And
right.
we all are very well aware of how Olympics work. And, you know, there's times when there's only one person that's representing the country, or there's hundreds of people that are representing the country, like the United States. Like, it's very interesting to see when you go to when you see like the opener at the Olympics, like kind of like the opening ceremony when they light the torch, and you see somebody like USA, and they're prodding around, they're filling up the whole track. And then there's like a smaller country that only has like one person, and that one person is holding the flag representing their country, and then themselves are the only person who's representing their country.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know. I feel like adding video games to the Olympics would be kind of cool. Like, it adds a whole new demographic of people, a whole new audience, and it just grows the event and sport that much more. Speaking of the Olympics, did you hear Paris 2024 is big controversy now?
What was the big controversy?
So all over France is a bed bug outbreak.
Oh,
it's like in the subways, like they are everywhere. So now everyone's very concerned that it's going to stay until the Olympics next summer.
Keep looking up. There's a stink bug above me.
Ooh. You know what? We just had like 2 stink bugs. Where were we? In the house.
Yeah.
Here, I think. Yeah.
We have crazy. A lot.
Yeah.
Those pesticides. Anyway, Matt, one of the things I wanted to talk about in particular, and I think you're leaning towards this discussion, not that I'm saying I'm disagreeing with you, but I think esports or gaming comes up very often. Should gaming or esports be considered a sport?
I'm gonna say yeah, because it's just because you're not physically moving your entire body, you're still competing in something. Like, what what really defines a sport? Is it you have to breathe heavy? Well, let me tell you, you get in a 1v1 situation, 2 people left in Fortnite, I'm breathing heavy. My hands are sweating. My chest is pumping. That is intense.
Even when you're not the person who's actually playing.
Correct.
It's like when he's not.
You have to communicate with a team, with your team members. There's a strategy and there's skill. I mean, what else makes a sport?
And then there's a goal on top of that too. There's a goal on top of that too. Hmm? I agree with you. I think
it's absolutely a sport. Go ahead.
I agree with you too, because I think that, having a team, having a goal, like not an actual like goal, like a field goal or a soccer goal, but legitimately having a goal to win and then having it competitively with another entity or another team, I think it's considered a sport.
I think it should be. Do you think we'll ever see it in the Olympics?
I think we will.
I hope so.
I know there's been a lot of discussion about it. I mean, I haven't really seen a whole lot of conversation about it, but as I do a quick Google search to see if there is any esports in the Olympics, we are officially 1 year out from the 2024 Summer Olympic Games, and while esports will not be a part of the festivities in Paris, it appears it will only be a matter of time before they become a fixture of the Olympic movement.
Can you imagine Team USA just walks out for the opening ceremony and Tim the Tatman's just waving the flag?
Fat. That's it. I think it would give a little more representation, to be honest. Like the best athletes that are out there, when you think of the best athlete, like you think of somebody who is in the gym, who has 0% body fat and can run fast. There's a lot of people out there that have an Olympic status that can game pretty well. And I wonder if that happens, I wonder if the eligibility, like I wonder what the eligibility would be. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times you don't see, like a lot of the prodigies are like 16 years old and 13 years old. And is that even eligible for an Olympic sport? Like, can you actually have a 13-year-old play in the Olympics? Like, is that an exemption?
I don't believe so. I think there is an age limit.
Right.
Because we've seen Russia, like they don't even like say their name anymore in the Olympics, or at least they didn't last time, because they bring in kids that are too young to play. Yep, and steroids. Yes, big time.
They're doping.
This also reminds me of another conversation. Kind of sidebar. Have you seen the debate that there was an Olympic sprinter in the U.S.? He was making fun of NBA players when they win the title and they call themselves world champions.
No,
because he's saying it's not world champions if it's only being played in the United States.
I mean, we talk about the World Series the whole time with baseball.
Yeah. Also, like, name a better league than the NBA. You can't name a better baseball league than Major League Baseball. You can't. Right. Like, they're world champions. They just are the best of the best in the world playing
champions. World champions of basketball, as Mike Breen would always say at the end of whenever the sweep or Game 7 or whenever the team would win.
Yep, iconic.
But yeah, I mean, I'd play my ass off if I got a military exemption. I think my friends would hate me.
I have a question.
Okay.
We'll get into things that people may or may not think about later in the show. How many times when you were in and even now, from age 20 to 25, you're like, man, you know what's weird? I could get drafted into the military at any moment. You ever think about that?
You have that thought?
I've had that thought multiple times.
More than the Roman Empire.
Yes. We'll get into the Roman Empire.
Oh, great.
But yes, I've absolutely had that thought many, many times in my life. Like, damn. Get drafted into the military in 3 months. I've absolutely had that thought. Have you not?
No.
Really?
I don't think that currently exists anymore, if I'm being historically correct.
The draft is absolutely still a thing.
Are you sure?
Yes.
We're going to fact check you.
Absolutely, it's still a thing. You're telling me if World War III breaks out, they're just not going to have a draft?
Because we spend billions of dollars on the military.
Okay,
but
but
we don't have enough people to be in the military.
Correct. A draft is absolutely still a thing.
It's called the selective service.
It's okay. Still pick people off the street.
Selective.
I'm not kidding. There was many times during every year. Do
you want me to register you for the selective service, Matthew?
Please don't. I would not last 2 seconds on the battlefield.
It says almost all men who are 18 to 25 year old and live in the United States must register for the selective service. This includes see selective service full list of who is required and exempt from registering.
Does it end at 25?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it ended at 30. Nice. We're in the clear.
It's 25.
Oh, sick. Oof, man.
That's why I don't think about it anymore.
Oh, what a sigh of relief, man. That's big time.
Yeah, 18 to 25.
Sweet.
Do you not remember getting that piece of paper in homeroom in high school?
Yes.
Of like saying I will or I will not?
Yeah, but I thought it was 18 to 30.
Did you select it? Did you select I will? Is that why you're all concerned?
I don't remember what I put. But also, that's not going to stop them just because I signed a piece of paper. If they wanted to take me, they would take me. Now, I would have failed with my asthma and my other health conditions.
Yeah, why are you even working in the first place?
I don't know. It still could happen. They could use me as like a code decryptor. I don't know.
Okay, because you're good at the code decryption.
I could be. I've played Bomb Core on Jackbox.
Yeah. Selective service. No, I don't think about that, Matt, because it doesn't exist for me.
There's got to be people out there that side with me. If your age is between 21 and 23, I may have just put some fear in your life. But you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Regardless, congratulations to the South Korean team on winning the gold at the Asian Games. And just so you know, Matt and I are training every week in order for us to finally win gold in any type of esports competition.
Yep, Mike and I would like to officially announce we are competing in FNCS next month.
Jesus.
Do you think we could get one kill in FNCS? I think we could get one kill.
A really scrappy kill, though.
Yeah, like right off the rip, you grab her gun and you just get the guy before he runs away. Okay.
Yeah.
We should actually do that.
Well, the worst part is
qualify.
FNCS is also builds, too, so.
Which, by the way, someone asked this on Ninja's podcast. I don't know if you heard. That burp. They asked if they made an FNCS no builds, if he would compete.
It was Cypher, wasn't it?
He said he would strongly consider it.
Cypher said that, right?
No, it was the latest single
Jordan.
episode he had. No.
Oh, the solo episode. I didn't finish that.
Yes. Yeah.
Sorry.
It was at the end. He said he would strongly consider it.
Gotcha.
That'd be awesome. We wanted to share something that has become essential to those days after a long, exhausting night: Liquid IV's hydration multiplier.
It's amazing how huge a difference it makes. Liquid IV helps us feel more energized and refreshed throughout the day. With one stick, you get 5 essential vitamins and a 2 times faster hydration formula than plain water.
We both love the flavors. Yuzu pineapple and passion fruit are our top picks. They make staying hydrated a truly enjoyable experience.
What's even better is that Liquid IV is committed to giving back to communities in need worldwide by providing clean and abundant water. They've already donated over 39 servings in 50 plus countries around the world.
And we have a special treat if you want to try Liquid IV. Head over to liquidiv.com and use the code FUNNYBUSINESS at checkout to get a 20% discount on your entire purchase.
So shop better hydration today with promo code FUNNYBUSINESS. All one word, FUNNYBUSINESS at liquidiv.com at checkout.
Remember to stay hydrated and healthy and give Liquid IV a try. It's worth it. All right. Well, that was great. We will move on. Slide into the second half of the show with a little Would You Rather. I have some good ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 8. Mike, Here's what we're gonna do. I have 8. You're gonna give me a number 1 through 8, and that's the one I'm gonna read.
Are you going to remember the rest of them?
I will delete them. Yes.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. 6.
Well, I'll remember the rest of them. 6. Okay. Would you rather own 5 rabbits or 5 ducks?
I've owned rabbits before. I think the ducks would be fun.
Yeah, I'm also gonna go ducks. Rabbits smell.
Yeah, but they're cute.
So are ducks.
Yeah, and then you could be like, I ran out of ducks. Or I ran out of ducks to give. Or what the
Correct.
duck.
Yeah, rabbits smell. Their cages get dirty. April had a. It's actually funny, not funny story. April had a rabbit when we first started dating. It was Daffodil, R.I.P. I was at work one day at my old job. This was probably years ago, almost. And I just got a random text. She's like, "My rabbit just died." Like,
Sorry.
it's like 10:30. What happened? Seriously, she just woke up. April woke up, walked downstairs. Daffodil's just dead. No idea what happened.
Our last rabbit, actually, yeah, our last rabbit did that. I actually had, I know I mentioned this, I actually had a white albino rabbit that we named Snow White.
Snow White, nice. It's a great name.
But yeah, that happens. Like rabbits just pass. But yeah, ducks.
You can have a lot of fun with ducks.
Yeah,
I think.
I'm going to make it easier for you, and I'm just going to go the next number up. So the next chronological number and then 4th. So.
Okay. Would you rather only drink... I think we definitely did this one now that I just thought of it, but whatever. Would you rather only drink hot or iced coffee for the rest of your life?
Iced coffee. We talked about this.
I think I'm going to switch my answer. I think I'm going to go hot.
Too hot? Hot damn.
The other reason why is like, it still wakes you up in the morning more, I think, than iced coffee.
I can tell you the last time, but it feels like it has been forever since I have been to Dunkin'.
So it's more tempting now because Mondays it's a free coffee with any purchase for like November. We'll go like I'll go. I cannot stop burping. It's damn beer. I'll go like once on the weekends. But even then, like the last, like I'm gonna say 5 or 6 times, I can't finish a whole coffee. I don't know why. Like from Dunkin', can't finish it. Would you rather never use Uber or GPS ever again?
I'm gonna say Uber. I feel like GPS is too much of a commitment to have, and it's free. Remember I said it's free.
GPS is free. That is correct. We did have that conversation.
Uber is not.
I'm gonna say GPS. Sometimes it's just really convenient to Uber, whether that is parking, whether that is alcohol involved, and also, you know what else is GPS?
What?
A map. Just get a map. Plan it out.
You're gonna read a map.
Yes, reading a map is not hard.
You never said lift, so.
Okay, well that's implied.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yeah, I don't have a problem reading a map. Do you not know how to read a map? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I know how to read a map, but like you're gonna pull out the map every time you want to go somewhere.
Yeah. Just write down the directions.
Okay.
Yeah. People did that like 30 years ago.
MapQuest.
You're acting like this is some like thing that no one's ever done. GPS didn't exist 20 years ago.
You mean to tell me that when you were little, you would pull up a map?
I didn't drive when I was little, but my parents did. Yes, my parents would literally drive places. My dad or my mom would drive. The other one would be in the passenger seat with a map. Yes. That 100% happened.
I'm just looking up MapQuest right now because that's obviously like one of the things that, you would originally use to be round directions. I love this. yeah, you'd print this out and then.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I think I did that when I drove to the Yankees playoff game in college. I'm pretty sure I had printed out directions.
We always used to go to for a soccer tournament. I had a travel soccer team in New York, and I think it was 5th grade or 6th grade, one or the other. And I think it was 5th. Yeah, it was definitely 5th. And we always had to print out a map quest because obviously we didn't have GPS or a GPS device, so we had to print out a map quest. And I kid you not, it was stressful sometimes.
Not easy. Also, we gotta stop saying GPS is free because then they're gonna make us pay for it.
Yep. Well, today's podcast is sponsored by Global Positioning System.
All right, this one sounds a little confusing, so if you need me to explain it, let me know. Would you rather be forced to only do the dishes or laundry when you run out?
So, like, when you're absolute out.
When you have no more dishes, then you can do the dishes, or when you have no more clean clothes to wear, then you can do the laundry.
I feel like I do that already with laundry.
Okay.
The only time I do is if I need a specific shirt, and then that's what calls for a full laundry wash. But the only time I do laundry is whether I am running out of nice clothes or I am running out of underwear.
Yeah, I think laundry is also the answer I'm going to go with. I don't mind doing the laundry. I don't mind doing the dishes either. The only thing with doing the dishes, or the reason I'm not going to say doing the dishes, you're not going to have enough room to put everything.
I was going to say
in
that.
the dishwasher.
Yeah.
Especially for me, I don't have a dishwasher. You have to wash everything by hand, and there's no place to dry it. Yes, I am correct. So I'm going to go with laundry. Mike, would you rather work in road construction or as a contractor?
What do you mean by contractor?
Like, well, okay, we'll change it like a carpenter.
I totally want to be a contractor.
Yeah, me too. It'd be sick. Just be able to build things and like build things.
I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind being a road worker because you always get bitched about all the time. It's like, oh, looks like they get paid by the hour. And like, they're literally, it is one guy doing one job and there's 3 other people that are standing around them in the hole.
I will say the one caveat against being a contractor, everyone that knows you is going to want you to do something for them.
Yeah.
And then you have the weird thing of if you say yes, do you charge them? How much do you charge them? Discount? How much time is it going to take? But it also would just be able to like be really cool to just like see something in the house, be like, oh, I know how to fix that. I know how to fix that.
We have a couple good people in mind for that.
Couple two tree. Mike, would you rather work in fast food or retail?
I'm gonna say retail.
Oh man. I think I'm gonna go fast food.
Speaking of retail.
Yes.
Did you get a Snapchat for one of our good friends?
Initial.
The Wizard.
No.
No?
No.
So his comment, he sent, it was a mass snap. He said, checking in with my friends to see if I ever got into jail. Reason why I'm bringing this up is because he worked in retail.
Yes, he did. That's right. Oh, yeah.
That's why
I forgot about that.
I had to bring it. Actually, double bagger. He did fast food and retail.
Yes, he did.
So he was wondering if I got sent to jail. I'm asking my friends, what would I be going to jail for? Like, what would be his crime? Let's workshop this right now. Sorry, I'm totally taking over the segment. But what would be his crime?
I don't know. Too good of a guy. I can't think of him.
I know. That's the worst part. He's too good of a guy. I was going to say, like, public nudity.
I was going to say public intoxication.
Public intoxication. So, here, we're gonna take a selfie here.
Okay.
Here, we're going to do this. That was a bad photo. I'm actually going to save that
You're
photo.
gonna save that, please. Yes, it was great podcasting. we just stopped
recorded.
talking to take a photo.
You do it all the time for Be
I know.
Real.
I know. I'm gonna do it right now, actually.
We're recording, and we said public intoxication.
What would you go to jail for? Actually,
What would I go to?
What would I go to jail for?
Grand Theft Auto. I'm just kidding.
What? That's such a bad photo for me.
Not Grand Theft Auto. Maybe accidental theft.
Accidental theft, like I forgot to pay for something that I
You
meant
just
to.
forgot to pay for something. It's like you got that 30-pack of beer on the bottom of your cart and you forgot to pull it back out.
Yeah. I think, what would you go to jail for?
Probably like downloading, like pirating something.
Or probably like using a sound you're not supposed to use on a video.
Copyright.
Copyright issue.
But yeah, retail. I don't know. I think customer service there is a little bit better in fast food because I think fast food has a bad rap. So I think having a little retail that gives a little bit of a better customer experience than somebody complaining about why isn't your burger good enough. It's fast food.
I disagree. I think you get more shit on as a retail worker than fast food worker.
Why is that?
Well, the Karens have they can't just leave. If they're in their car at the fast food, they're just gonna drive away. But like at retail, think about it. When you've gone retail shopping compared to like fast food, have you not seen more incidents with like people being upset at retail than fast food?
I feel like you just get more weirder incidents at a fast food place than a retail place.
Also, you'd have to work Black Friday. That would suck.
I mean, it's the name of the job, so
Correct.
nature of the job.
Would you rather be completely bald or have an extremely hairy back?
Bald.
I think we could both pull off bald.
I'd love having no hair, so that means I could put my headphones on. I can just be a nice. So that way my face even looks rounder than it does. We get these freaking comments of everybody saying,
it's so
do you
funny.
think it's me or is it you?
No,
like,
I
that's
think it's
the thing
me.
I'm confused. Do you think it's you?
The videos are me pissing the people off and then they just insult you instead. Which makes no sense. I can't imagine people that like I talked bad about their football team, so they're gonna say mean stuff about you.
Why is his face so round? Okay, why is your football team suck?
I was talking about the
much?
Eagles. Like what are you insulting him for? The wrong guy. All right, last one. You'll like this one.
Okay.
Would you rather never be able to use a computer? And when I say computer, I mean like PC and laptop.
MacBook, all that, yeah.
Or a tablet ever again?
I would never. I want to keep using a computer.
So you would never use a tablet ever again?
I would never use a tablet ever again.
I'm gonna go with that too. Now April's actually kind of the opposite. She doesn't use her laptop, but also always use her iPad. I can't tell you the last time I used my iPad.
We're not at the point right now where tablets are fully capable of doing the things that we want to, holistically speaking. Like, unless
will we be at some point?
I would, yeah. I mean, not to get all techie and nerdy here, but like they originally released an iPad Pro with the M1 chip inside of it, which the M1 chip is also in the Mac Mini that I have that has an M1 chip. The reason being is there's a lot of apps and creativity things, at least in my playbook, that I can't access via an iPad. Whereas if you're just the Google Docs girl, or in this case, I love Notion, if you're the Notion guy, you can operate via a tablet. But I simply, like, I've tried it before. I really tried just using an iPad for like a lot of my extra stuff. But 9 times out of 10, I need to pull up a creative app like Photoshop or Lightroom or Final Cut Pro. And it just doesn't work out because, yeah, the iPad has it, but it has so many limitations behind it.
Why doesn't Photoshop just come out with an app?
They do, but it's very limited.
Sidebar, how long do MacBook Pros last for?
MacBook Pros, depending, if you have the int, if you have an Intel chip, you got quite a bit. I'd say the ones with the Intel chip, you still got a while. The Apple Silicon, you got a very long time with it.
I bought this MacBook after I graduated college.
Mm-hmm.
How many more years do you think I got in it?
So you graduated 2018.
Yep.
Maybe another 5.
Oh, sick! I thought it was going to be saying like 2. Yeah. All right.
Well, depends
that's
on
the end
how
of me freaking out today.
Depends on how much you use it.
Yeah, honestly, recently, podcasting. But all right, that was Would You Rather. We will end the show when we're a segment. We'll say what. Mike, you can go first.
Okay. I got one funny one, just like to speak it out there, and then I got a serious one.
Okay.
So for some reason, our good man John Cena.
Yep.
I have a guilty pleasure of anytime John Cena is in a video for a TV show or a TikTok or a Facebook post or a YouTube video. I always love seeing the comments of people saying, so, okay, I'll set the scene. So last night he was playing the superhero in the DC, not the Silver Bullet. Wow.
Blue Beetle?
What's that?
Blue Beetle?
Not Blue Beetle. John Cena DC show. Suicide. He's part of Suicide Peacemaker.
Yeah.
My bad. My apologies, everybody. So there was a scene where he was playing the piano, and as talented as John Cena is, he was playing Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen. And a very long video. And what was funny, I was like, I gotta check the comments. And everybody was like, oh, that's awesome. I always wanted a self-playing piano. Or anytime he's on like a talk show about, promoting a movie, it's like Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy's having an interview with him and everybody's commenting, oh, it's so nice that Jimmy can run, an interview with just pretending somebody is there sitting in the chair. As always, I grew up watching WWE, and John Cena was a part of that time frame that I watched. And he had this signature thing called a "You Can't See Me," and apparently people still can't see him. So it's just funny to see. It's such a guilty pleasure of mine.
Yeah, it's funny. It's getting a tad old. Like everybody does it, and now it's funny, but like everybody expects the jokes now. Like if they went away for a little while, and then once someone pops up, like that'd be great. But it is still funny.
That's me.
Okay. So you brought this up earlier in the show. There's a big thing on the internet with men. Men are claiming that they think about the Roman Empire like multiple times a week. No one thinks about the Roman Empire at all. At all. I don't even know why this caught on, other than like men wanting to be like funny and be like, oh yeah, it's a guy thing. Like we think about the Roman Empire. It's really not that funny. It's just kind of dumb. Like if you would have picked something more realistic, like I don't even know, like something sports related or like something that happened like last century, that'd be funny.
Mm-hmm.
People didn't think about the Roman Empire 200 years ago. Like it's way far back in time that like it's just not funny.
Certainly this falls on a social media manager's perspective. So as if I can put the cap on with this one.
Please do.
Trend chasing has becoming a huge problem with social media managers.
Correct.
So I will quote, I love following this guy. If you're into social media or any type of marketing, highly suggest him. His name's John Steven Stansel. He just hit 30,000 followers on LinkedIn, which is really cool.
Nice.
Too many of us become over-reliant on using trends to gain engagement and are jumping on trends without any thought or strategy, goals, if it serves our audiences, or even if the content is interesting or clever. Most of the times, brands are simply inserting their name or product into whatever the latest format is, and has gotten extremely stale and boring. Agree to your point. In many ways, And somehow we're fooled into thinking that hopping on trends is what sets a brand apart on social media, when in fact, the complete opposite is true. In many ways, we've done this to ourselves. Our industry encourages it. Maybe we as social media managers should work more to be setting trends instead of simply following them.
Yeah, it's clout chasing. That's all it is.
Yeah. Trend chasing, clout chasing, you name it.
Yep. I will say the trend of guys and girls going back and forth of saying Travis Kelce put Taylor Swift on the map and Taylor Swift put Travis Kelce on the map. That is still funny for like the next like 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
And then it will get old.
I have a prediction.
Uh-oh.
The NFL is going to be more focused on the celebrities that are there at the football game now instead of the own football players.
No, I think this is Taylor Swift.
You think it's just Taylor Swift?
I think it's Taylor Swift. Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that, Matt? Do you have that in your say what, or is that?
No, I don't.
What are your thoughts?
I think it's fine. I think people are overplaying it a little too much. Like, I don't need to see her in the stands every 5 seconds. But if they're happy, they're happy. If it works out, it works out. If we get another great album, that's fine too.
And do you think
I just want whatever Taylor wants for her? Whatever's best for Taylor is best for me.
I love it.
Yep.
Oh, I'm very surprised with that response.
What'd you think?
I thought you didn't like it. Like it was just too much.
He's a cool guy. I think he's not. I don't know how old he is. I don't know how like ready he is for like commitment.
Hey Google, how old is Travis Kelce?
31.
33.
Oh, damn.
You're close. I don't know if anybody heard that. All right, just curious.
Yeah.
One more for myself, and this is obviously the serious one. And it kind of was like it kind of toppled all together, kind of snowballed. And not this weekend itself, but surround yourself with people with the same energy or beliefs. So I know this is going to sound a little cliche or a little cringy at first. So obviously, a few months ago, I say it all the time. I moved to a new place, a new area with Jenna. And when it comes to that, you always try to find new things to do or eat or services or doctors or dentists or whatever. So I obviously was looking for a barber this time around instead of a stylist. And I originally was going to the first barber, and I was only there twice. The second time was there, barely talked to me. Like barely. I mean, and I get it. Small talk is hard sometimes for people, but you kind of are in a profession where you kind of have to talk a little bit.
Yes, the person's in the chair for you. You have to not entertain them, but like you gotta talk to them.
Right. Make the process a little smoother. So I originally had something scheduled. Unfortunately, something came up where I had to cancel. And I remember when I called and the individual picked up who cuts my hair and says the business name. And I said, "Hi, this is Mike Gambita. How are you?" And he goes, "What can I do for you?" Like, not even just, "Hey, Mike, how's it going? Like, what can I do for you?" Like, and I said, "I wanted to cancel." And he goes, "Do you want to reschedule now?" And I said, "No." I said, "I'll do it online." Total lie. So that was my choice to find a new barber. And I did. She was amazing. It was at a new place that was kind of closer to the city that we're in, and she's amazing. You know, it just really like vibed well, and like the energy that she was giving in her profession was really resonating with the energy that I usually give. I mean, I'm a very outgoing, outspoken person, but just replicating that energy is what made me want to come back again. Like, it wasn't even because of the result, which I love the result. It's simply because I felt comfortable at that place. Even though it may cost a little bit more, but it doesn't matter. Like, I would rather spend much more money to have a comfortable and a pleasing experience than get cheaped in a haircut and, do that. But even so, we had friends over this past weekend, like a lot of stuff. We were talking about religion. We were talking about just where we're at in our lives. And, we really consider them really good friends. And just that simple idea of just surrounding yourself with people with the same beliefs or the same energy, because that's what influences you into making better decisions, because you have that tribe that is together with other individuals. I mean, Matt and I have been roommates for life ever since 2015.
Right.
Yeah, I had to think about
8 years.
8 years. Holy shit. Like, surrounding yourself with those people is what allows you to be more confident in yourself, not only in your not only as a person with a personality, but also in your beliefs. So yeah,
I agree. The energy thing's big. If the vibes aren't high when you're together, it's a big sign. One haircut looks fantastic, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
Looks fantastic.
She spent time actually blading the sides and the back too.
Yep. That's why, like you talked about, like spending more money to get a better experience. I pay probably too much money for my haircut, but he does a great job and he takes his time. Great guy, good conversations. He knows April from different things.
Right.
It's worth it. But also, I think just because someone doesn't agree with everything that you think doesn't mean you can't be friends with them. There is a line where, like, obviously, if you guys disagree on everything, if you don't have good conversations, fighting all the time, whatever. But just because you have like a few differences, you can still be friendly with.
Right. You still give off the same energy, even though you disagree on things.
Correct. Absolutely. All right, my last one. Mike, and I think we can all agree, most of us can agree, we like ASMR videos.
Like?
Or people, I'll say I like ASMR videos.
Whoa.
I think a lot of people will say that they like ASMR videos. Okay. Sometimes the sounds are cool, like the slime videos I love.
Mm-hmm.
There's one type of ASMR video that absolutely sucks.
Oh.
What were you going to say?
Oh, I was going to guess.
Would you like to guess which one I hate?
Yes.
Go for it.
I'm going to stick with this answer. I know it's probably wrong. It's when people take like sheets of ice from like water and they throw it down and it breaks.
That's the best kind.
Okay, I immediately thought like the best kind. What's the worst kind? I think, is it like fingernails? Like,
no, I don't mind that. I hate food and cooking ASMR videos. Hate them. Cannot stand them. It's not even like the chewing thing. Like, I think that's different. There's too much noise when they're cooking the food, and like every time they slap cheese down, I don't want to hear that. I hate that.
I know exactly the TikToker you're talking about.
It's like, yes, when they just slaps like cheese on cheese on cheese on cheese on cheese. And
then he wraps disgusting. It in bacon. Yes, and then he air fries it, and then he eats all of it, and he throws a thumbs up at the end.
I love. Show me a recipe of you cooking something. I will watch it. If it's all ASMR and you don't say a word, I'm not watching it. It's disgusting. The sounds are disgusting. It doesn't make your video look better. I hate it. I hate food ASMR videos, and I love ASMR. Can't stand them. Can't stand it.
When did you start liking ASMR?
I've always liked ASMR. I talked about this before. I used to love like the people breaking the chalk videos. Like they just pick up chalk and they just I freaking love those. I'm trying to think what else I like. ASMR.
Do you like the soap? Cutting soap?
Oh, I love cutting soap. It's so good. You know what other trend I hate? The people that like roll glass down the steps.
Yes.
And that's fine. As soon as you put like liquid and you're just wasting bottles of liquor or soda or everything, that's obnoxious. And you don't need to be doing that.
I think I said this before. I love the espresso makers. Like those that are at a coffee shop.
Yeah.
And it has the light piano in the background. And they're making coffee. And I'm like, I tell Jenna this all the time. I said, I will never get to this point. But I said, but I really love how they do this.
Yes. It's fantastic.
Yeah, those videos get gross sometimes.
They do. Like, I don't want to hear the bubble of the frying and like it's unnecessary.
My thing is like, is it actually good of what you're making?
I have a question. You can answer this. How do they get all that sound? Like, where's the microphone?
It's a shotgun mic.
I don't know what that is.
God, how do you explain this like a 5-year-old?
Yes, please. Yeah, I was about to say, please explain this to me like I'm 5.
Have you ever seen? Okay, I'm gonna try to get you there. Let's do this journey. Football.
Yes. Toy Story
All
football
right.
or no?
What's that?
Am I watching football like it's Toy Story, or is this regular football?
No, it's regular football.
Okay.
There's these people that look like they're holding glass bowls.
Yes.
Okay, so that's actually a type of microphone, believe it or not.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that?
Yes, I did know that.
So basically, it allows those sounds to be projected and captured that way.
Got it.
So
okay.
what that's not what they use.
Oh.
A shotgun mic. Think of it like a shotgun. Let's say this is a shotgun mic. Sorry for everybody who's not watching or is listening. I'm holding up a pen. The end of the pen is where the microphone is, and where it's kind of like our pod mics right now. Now our pod mics, I think, are stereo mics. Sorry, hang on, everybody. Okay, it's a dynamic cardioid. So what it is it has the initial signal up here at the top, but I can also talk to the side too, even though because the pickup pattern is a circle. It's a cardioid, so it's like a circle. It's like a circle above the microphone. So I can talk to the right here and you could still hear me. I can also talk behind it and you can still hear me. But the best way to talk about it is, that might be some ASMR for everybody who's listening right now. Whereas the shotgun is pointed. So if I'm talking over here, a shotgun mic typically won't pick up the best audio from that. So they have a shotgun microphone that is out of camera. Do you ever see the shotgun microphones in the movies? Like they bring it down and you see like this like furry thing that's hanging on the top of the...
Gotta hold the boom.
Yes, did somebody say boom? Yeah, yes. That's mostly boom mics or shotgun mics.
Okay, that makes sense.
So they probably have a boom mic that is relatively close. And a lot of those ASMR videos are very close up to the product. They can have it as close, and all of a sudden you hear the knife of to the bread or whatever was cooked.
Yep. The more you know. I've always been curious.
Wow.
I gotta say, before we finish this show, I told you I grabbed an 8%er before we started recording. You
lied to me.
No, it's 8%. I'm toasted. I'm absolutely toasted.
This is our drunk episode.
This is the end of our drunk episode. Holy shit.
We really, now that we're in closer distance to each other, we really should have a drunk episode sometime.
Yeah, also, we've lived close to each other for like almost 3 months now. Almost 4 months. And we still have not done an in-person podcast.
Yeah.
And we did it when we lived farther apart.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we did more podcasts living farther apart than living closer.
We'll find time.
Listen, we were doing some business meetings and we could have sworn we were going to do an in-person podcast every week.
Yeah, we did say that.
We did. We had that proposal and that was quickly denied by the council.
Oh, man.
So for all those who are listening,
what was that?
It was a Velcro. Nice. It was a cord Velcro holder.
Yeah.
Thanks for everybody listening or watching the Funny Business Podcast. Make sure that you subscribe, you leave us a review. Any good stuff helps the podcast. And it helps everybody get together and it helps build more community. You can find all that good stuff at solo.to/funnybusiness. Mr. Matthew.
Ish.
What is your advice for the good people of the funny business world?
liquidiv.com. Liquid Funny Business, 20% off. Mike, we don't like to get political too much on the show.
Nope.
I'm gonna have to get a tad political right now.
Okay.
Not to bring up sore subjects, but people, please control your animals.
Okay, I was expecting it to be a little bit more like politician, but this is okay.
This is exactly like a politician.
Okay.
Commander Biden is out of control. Needs to be stopped. So please, if your dog starts biting people, maybe get him trained. If your dog bites 11 people in a year, maybe he's just a dick. I don't know. But just control your animals.
And also people who are in public, please respect an animal's space.
Yes.
If we're getting even more political here. Don't come
Yes.
up and automatically start petting. Ask to pet first.
Correct. Clean up after your animal.
Yeah.
Oops and boop. Grass.
Boopity scoop.
Boop-dee-dee scoop.
Boopity scoop. Boop. Hey, everybody. Thanks for everybody for listening or watching. Thanks for always supporting Matt and I. Truly appreciate it. And until the next time, see you all in the next episode.
Stay safe, everyone.